if you are afraid of the competition, especially when it comes down to stock music, then you have a big issue of insecurity. You don't know exactly what you're capable of, and you think that somebody's going to take something away from you. So I usually work like this, in this pose. This is my comfort pose. I'm joking, actually. I never work like this. Actually, my wife is here today, and she was making fun of me because I have my feet like this on top of the desk. But the truth is that I'm doing a lot of editing and a lot of boring things, and I don't really need to have the actual 11 rack on and the speakers and the whole system, just a laptop really, to do some, I'm working on some loops that I'm actually uploading to Melody Loops. They require you to do a loop version of your track and then a non-loop version as well. So sometimes, you know, I've gone through these phases of working and having the whole studio on, the 11 rack, the external hard drive, the speakers. And sometimes I am not really recording, so I don't need to really have the 11 rack on for ages. And the other equipment as well. You know, the song has already been mixed and mastered anyway, so there's no need to actually have the whole studio on. So, like I said, I'm still getting used to the whole Logic editing and key commands and shortcuts. And it requires a lot of patience, you know, and try to navigate in how to get my way around Logic. But one of the things that I love it is that you can just have the laptop. I mean, still for me as a Pro Tools guy, and I remind you, I was using a very old Pro Tools system, which required me to have the actual hardware in order for the Pro Tools to work on the laptop or to just do anything, even if I'm not recording. So, you know, it's still early days, man, for me as a Logic user. I'm still a lot of things to learn. And not only learn, but actually get used to it, you know. And it's just one of those things. As a composer, when we have new tools, it's just, you know, it's like getting a new library. You know, once you actually, you know, if you go from an exclusive situation, have been as an exclusive composer in one place, and then you actually try to leave that community or leave that tribe, it might feel a little bit scary because, you know, you're starting all over again from scratch, from zero. You have to start uploading your music into other libraries and maybe hang out in the forum or see who's there or what's the internal policies of certain libraries and whatnot, you know. I know this because that happened to me. Like I mentioned before, I was just an Audio Jungle author, and that's all I knew. So I got very familiarized with the whole internal policies, that the way they operate and all of this. And when I left Audio Jungle, when I started embarking on different other libraries, it seemed a little bit like, not scary, but a little bit uncomfortable. Obviously, I'm not used to the upload process, which I found out that it was actually much easier than in Audio Jungle. But you know, there's always like pros and cons of libraries. You know, for example, one good thing about Audio Jungle is that the invoicing and everything that has to do with the accounting side of it and taxation is very transparent and it's very clear. Other libraries, they might not even do that. You don't know who the buyer is. You just get your percentage per sale, and that's that. You don't have any more information, and sometimes it's gonna be a little bit hard. Especially for a person like me that I have to declare my income and pay taxes based on my income. And, you know, it's just one of those things. So I completely understand when people say to me, it's a little bit hard for me now to start applying for new libraries and go non-exclusive and just spread myself out there. You know, I've been there. And, you know, to be quite honest, when I go and see other composers from Audio Jungle in other libraries outside of Audio Jungle, I feel encouraged, you know, even though they might be my competition. I don't believe in that. I actually feel like, okay, these guys, I know them. I've seen their profile on Audio Jungle, and I recognize they use the same name. You know, I know the person. Some of them, I'm friends with them on Instagram and everything. And when I see them that they're active in other sites, apart from Audio Jungle, I feel encouragement. I don't see them as competition. You know, I see them like, okay, if these guys are here, maybe as well I should join in, you know, because I know them from Audio Jungle, which is where I started anyways, you know. And, you know, competition, there's a lot of debate if competition is something that is good. It's usually something very bad, you know. You shouldn't have many competitors so you can dominate. That might be true in certain marketplaces, meaning, but when it comes to music and art and and stock music as well, or stock photography and stock videos, or the micro stock world. I believe that competition, it is what it is, you know, and I think actually that it could be a good thing, being having competition. Some people have mentioned as well that, for example, by you watching a YouTube channel that teaches you how to do YouTube, that creates even more YouTube channels and therefore more competition. Or if I'm creating my channel, my YouTube channel, for example, is about stock music, maybe I'm encouraging even more authors and more musicians and more producers to get into actually stock music, and therefore that will create even more competition for myself. That's a notion that is in my it's ridiculous, really. But you know, if you are afraid of the competition, especially when it comes down to stock music, then you have a big issue of insecurity. You don't know exactly what you're capable of, and you think that somebody's going to take something away from you. And it's the same with a YouTube channel, you know. I mean, there's many of YouTube channels out there, and there's YouTube channels about music licensing as well, but I'm being myself. So the same is with the music. I can only fake it so much if that's what you want to do. But you know, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, and I know that even if you wanted to do a YouTube channel and try to either copy me or me copy you, it will never be the same thing. It will never come across as something unique or original. And you know, you do your music, I do my music, and we all, you know, if you think that we're competing between each other, then, you know, I guess that's part of the game. The same goes for YouTube, the same goes for other things, you know. So how did I got to this train of thought? I have no idea. But my point is that, you know, I'm trying to create more content, I'm trying to be more active, I'm trying to look more relaxed while I'm actually working on some loops, and just trying to move forward, man, you know, just trying to really push through and be as active as possible, like I mentioned before, both on my YouTube channel, as a father, as a composer. I'm trying to explore outside of music what else can I do as well, because I love to do videos, I love to connect with people, and I love to invest in the future of what else can I do. You know, I started the YouTube channel because I wanted to put music and do videos, you know, but then it became this other thing. So anyways, man, it's just a little bit of a, like my wife says, I guess this is like a verbal diary, a pointless vlog entry about working and doing some loops, and then just some random thoughts here. Like a diary, I guess that's what it's called, a vlog, isn't it? But you know, it is what it is. That's the state of affairs, really. You know, this is what it is. There's nothing else, you know, for today, I guess. So anyways, man, hope this videos find you well. Thanks a lot for all the love and support. Thanks for subscribing, for the comments, for all the interaction. And as always, man, see you on the other side of success. Rock and roll.